Hey Internet, hey YouTube, this is Nate. You can also call me Nathan, please never call me Nathaniel, and welcome to Breach Wanderers. So Breach Wanderers is developed by Barony Games. They reached out to me and asked if I would cover the game, and I want to thank them for providing the key, and as well let you know that they also provided me extra keys to give out during my stream, which will happen a week from today when I'm recording this. I'm recording this today on June 4th. So on June 11th, during my Friday Superstream, I'll be covering the game as well as giving away free keys to the early access. I think by the time this video comes out, the game should either just about be available on early access or have already come out in early access. So what is Breach Wanderers? Breach Wanderers is a roguelite deck builder very similar to Slay the Spire, with some very different meta game progression and as well deck building components compared to a lot of these deck builder games. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's jump in and let me show you a little bit. I played just a couple of hours to get familiar with the game and just kind of look into exactly how it works. So without getting, I'll kind of come to these later. I'll do this after a run. But basically, first thing I want to show is that you have actually a full collection of cards, and you unlock cards using an in-game currency. So see here, this is button open packs. So as you do runs, you get this currency. I don't know what it's called. Probably should look up what it's called, but basically it's this swirly stuff. And every 500 allows you to unlock card packs, which then get added to your collection. So you'd say, okay, well, this is a roguelite deck builder. Why would you need a collection? Well, unlike other roguelite deck builders, you actually get to design and deck build your starter deck. So the idea is you are going to be collecting cards throughout the run, similar to other deck builders, but you get to build your starter, which is very, very interesting for me. It means that in a lot of ways, you can kind of dictate how your run is going to go. Now, before you say, oh man, that's just so overpowered, there are some caveats. So unlike other games, when you are deck building, you actually don't get to skip. So you are required to add cards every single battle, which means that you're going to have to start taking cards regardless of what you want. So even though you may dictate and build your new deck, and we'll do, I'll show you the deck building in a minute, you still have to deal with all of the random cards you're going to get throughout the run. And there's very, very limited removal in the game. I think only after like midpoint bosses and end bosses can you remove cards. So you have to adapt the deck that you're, designed, still based on what you're getting throughout the run. But yeah, so let me just go into this deck, and you'll see here, oh, interesting. So now we have, we can also modify our pool of cards. That's very, very interesting. So this is brand new. I don't want to go into too much detail. I'll do the pool part later. I guess I actually have to do it. This is so interesting. So there's two parts. There's the deck that you start with. So here is the deck that I started with. I'm not going to go into all the cards yet. I'll do that when I go into the run. But I guess now I also unlocked the option, and not even unlocked, it's required. These are the cards that I can pick up throughout the run. That is fascinating. So not only do you pick the deck, you also pick the pool of cards that are available for you to draft throughout the run. That is super fascinating. Okay. So let's just quickly grab a couple random cards. I think we'll grab Flash Freezes. This kind of goes along with this Frost deck that I've been building. Oh, whoops, I need to add it. I like that. Let's keep going. Create one treasure, upgrade all treasures in your hand. Don't love it. Charge shield, gain 2 aftershocks, no. Singularity is kind of interesting. I have a really heavy mana scaling deck, so something like Singularity could be a really good finisher. Gain 2 mana, draw 1, strike. If your previous card plays turn with a strike. I don't have strikes. Trigger Frostbite and Burn. Oh, this is good. Elemental Winds. That's kind of interesting. Biting Cold, 10 damage to any enemy with Frostbite. That's also very good. We have kind of a Frostbite-oriented deck. So being able to do just random damage, or not random, but being able to do damage to things because of that. Give burn 1 to all enemies, increases value by 1 this combat. Don't love it. Let's keep looking. Sorry, I just want to quickly get into this so we can get into the combat. Gain 2 mana, increases value by 1. This combat, when this card is discarded. Oh, these are the cards that we can get. I like Predict quite a lot. We'll add Predict in there. These are standard cards I'm at now. These are kind of like the ones that I already have in my deck. More Pierces is fine, and then we're done. Okay, great. So again, you get to design both the deck that you start with, as well as the pool of cards that are available to you. There are different depths similar to other games. Those affect the difficulty. We'll do depth 1 here. And then you have different heroes, again similar to Slay the Spire. So currently I only have the one hero, Raoden, and he is a Frost Mage, uses his Frosty Frost to freeze enemies. There's also some interesting stuff. You can actually customize how he looks. I just kept him as the default, but so there's a lot of just like interesting layers they've added into the game. But enough about the setup. Let's actually get into the game, and then I'll cover some more of the kind of meta stuff after we're done with the run. So again, just to kind of look at the deck that I built, this deck is a mana ramp deck with a lot of Frostbite. So Frost is, and this is kind of interesting with status effects, the status effects work differently in some cases. So rather than just being able to like, freeze an enemy, you actually add to a freeze count, and I'll show this in a minute. So I have decks that add to the freeze count, and when you get over the freeze count of the enemy, then they get frozen. There are other ones similar called Arcane and I think Shock as well. So some status effects you get to apply immediately, and some you kind of add to this status bar, and then when they get over the status bar, then they get the status. And the idea here is that I freeze enemies, and then I have extra damage when they're frozen. And the fact that they're frozen also means that they don't get to attack me. But basically, yeah, it's damage through Ice Blast and damage through Pierces, and then everything else is about ramp. And then I take cards. The idea is to draft cards that are then useful to either help with the ramp, help with the draw, or to capitalize on the ramp. Okay, so again, we get a pick. We have a full path here, all leading up into the end boss. Currently, there's only one area. So I think the intention is later on they're going to add multiple areas, like you see with Slay the Spire. But let's just go ahead and start. We'll pick a node. So we have 2 enemies. And again, this should all be, if you've played any of these kind of games, this whole like UI should be very familiar. What's also interesting is that like a lot of the games use stuff like 1 or 2 mana. This has a much higher scale. So here you have cards that cost like 6 and 3. It's much more like Hearthstone in terms of like costs and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use a Predict. So Predict gains me 1 mana immediately, and it gains me a mana boost, meaning that I get 2 extra mana my next turn, and Growth, which adds to my maximum mana. So if I have less than my maximum mana, all of the mana will carry over to the next turn. If I have above my maximum mana, then I will lose any excess. It's the same with shield. You'll see my shield here is 10 out of 10. If I go over, which I can go over 10, that will carry over or that will not carry over into the next turn, but anything up to 10 can carry over. So we're gonna do this. You see the 2 enemies are gonna attack for 8. I would prefer not to take 16 damage because that would actually damage my health. So let's just go ahead and freeze one of them. So we'll use Ice Blast. This, again, fills up his status bar to full, putting him at 10. He is now frozen, so he no longer has an intent. And because I have this Pierce spell, Pierce does, if you deal 8 damage to an enemy, you can deal an additional 8 if the target is frozen. So let's just do that and kill off this first one. We'll take 8 damage to our shield. So now we only have 2 shield. If we want to get more shield, we have to play a shield card. I don't have any, so we're kind of on a clock here. I'm not going to freeze him yet. Instead, I'm going to play Divination. So Chill, I could freeze him, but all he's going to do is add some shield right now and give himself a buff. So that's not too scary for me. Divination adds Wits, which adds extra draw every turn. So we're going to do this. Now we have 3 turns of extra draw. So this is not 3 extra cards. This is 3 turns of extra draw. And I got a lot of mana. You see right now we have over the amount of mana that we can hold. So if we were to end turn, we would lose 2 and drop back down to 12. Let's play Chilling Focus. Chilling Focus gains 2 mana immediately and applies to Frostbite to all enemies. We can play a couple of Predicts. Another Chilling Focus. We have a ton of mana, and then we want to burn that mana. So we're going to play this to Frostbite use. We don't take damage. Gain more draw, and this should be pretty straightforward to finish him off. We just need to be able to freeze him, and you'll notice the frost bar went up. So it started at 10. Every time you fill the bar, the next time to fill the bar it costs even more. So you got to be a little bit careful that you don't fill the bar too early, too quickly, and at the wrong time, because then it becomes much more difficult to fill it later on, especially during boss battles. That becomes very, very relevant. And it's also the same for you. They also fill up your status bar. And again, it increases the more you've been affected by statuses. So we're going to Ice Blast and then finish it off with a nice Pierce. So at the end of every combat, you get some money. This is your meta money. This is called Aether. Okay, that's good. So Aether is this one, which is used to unlock card packs. You get to choose a card. We'll choose a card in just a minute. And then you get Energy. So the idea with Energy is that you can warp in items that go into your inventory slots. So currently I have 3 open inventory slots, 2 rings, armor, and a sword, or a weapon. And when I reach 100 energy, I will be able to pick an item to add into my inventory. And these are typically passives, sometimes actives, but normally passives that just kind of give you general buffs. Okay, so these are all cards that I picked as things I can add. I do like Icy Concentration. I don't really have a good payoff effect yet, but let's take Icy Concentration. So Icy Concentration is gain 3 mana and gain 2 additional mana if enemies are frozen. You see we freeze enemies all the time, so this is going to be a lot of mana. Contemplate would also be really good, but I think I'm going to take Icy Concentration with the idea that later I will probably have a payoff effect. I can also take a monster card. This is based on the monster that you fought. This would deal 7 damage to the first 2 units and gain Reflect. This doesn't seem particularly helpful for my build, so we're going to take Icy Concentration. So what we lack right now is a payoff card. Now, so I can go to another enemy encounter, or I can go to these, random events. Let's do a random event here. We'll gain a boon. We get Wits, so we're going to start the next game with 4 Wits, meaning we'll get extra draw throughout the entire fight. We can loot the cache here. We can upgrade a common card. Ah, interesting. So last time I upgraded Predict, and that tended to be pretty good. I'm also thinking, what if I upgrade Ice Blast to be a lot better, or Pierce? Because we need a finisher right now. I think I'm going to upgrade a Pierce. This could potentially do 24 damage. That's like an extra 50% damage. Yeah, I like that a lot. So we're going to have an upgraded Pierce here. And this is an elite fight, which means you get more rewards. I think I'm going to do that. I think I have a pretty strong build here. So now I've got 2 units again that I'm facing. This guy's doing 1 times 4 and then upgrading. That seems not particularly great for me. So I think we will Ice Blast you. And then we have our Pierce Plus, which will just kill you immediately. Oh, I should have played this first. My mistake. Turn order was bad. If I'd played that earlier, the guy was frozen, so would have gotten an extra 2 mana for next turn. But it's fine. He's going to shield and evade. Well, that's not very nice. Let's add some chilling focuses. And so what I want to do here is I want to make sure, first off, that you are frozen. Then I'm going to play Magic Blast. Now, I don't know. I think I'm going to play Magic Blast, which will then remove his evade that he took. So he prevents the next source of damage. I think if I play Pierce, though, the second hit will hit him. Let's just check that. Yeah, okay, so we're good. So that was actually ideal, because then we can deal another 10 damage. Get him down to 30. And I'm going to actually pre-apply it's going to already prep his bar here, so that on the next turn, he's very, very close already to getting frosted, or frozen. We could get extra Ember. That seems good. I can also, so I can do this. Icy Concentration, Divination, and Chill. And he's already going to be pretty close again, only 13 away. So we play a couple of Chilling Focuses. Those just add a little bit of Frost as well as give me some mana. Let's get some more mana, and then we should be able to finish him off here with an Ice Blast and then a Pierce Plus. So, very, very clean fight. I really like this build, this idea of like just freezing enemies and then dealing damage to them and stacking up lots of mana in the meantime. So we're almost up to enough energy to get our first item. Ooh, Brainstorm is quite good. So Brainstorm is a good way to draw very quickly. You get this overcharged, which means that every card you play for the rest of that turn, well, every time you draw for that turn, you're gonna get shock, which means eventually you're gonna fill up your shock bar, which will allow you to take double damage. But I think here it's still really good. We have a lot of excess mana, and this is one way to kind of dump that mana, is to draw cards and then play more cards. Okay, so this should be a much more straightforward battle. We can start with a couple of Chilling Focuses, giving them some Frost, giving us some mana. Excuse me. Play a Predict to get some mana boost, and also more maximum mana. We should be able to kill one of them immediately. Let's kill the one that's buffing. I don't really care too much about getting shocked. And I'm not going to play the Brainstorm here. I don't think we need to draw more cards immediately. We don't have tons of mana left. We're going to take 5 damage and 5 shock. So there you go. You see our shock bars partially filled. Now every turn, your bar drops just a little bit. Let's see. We want to do Predict. Get some extra mana. And then we have Icy Concentration, so we definitely want to Ice Blast, Concentration to get more mana. Pierce, and then Magic Blast, and we're done. And that should be enough to get us an item. It is. So let's go ahead and equip an item here. We get a Trinket. Remove 5 evasion and 10 shield from any enemy. Okay, that sounds good. We haven't had too many enemies that have had lots of shield or evasion, but that will be useful probably in the future. Draw the top card in your discard pile or another Predict. I think just another Predict is fine. And then we have our first mini-boss at the halfway point. This guy's going to be a lot tougher than the other enemies we've fought so far. Let's just play out all of our stuff first. We can Brainstorm. I'm going to Brainstorm first before I play the other stuff. This will give us a little bit of shock. But now, yeah, this is really good. So now we can chill. Oh, we don't have quite enough. So I think we go Icy Concentration. We definitely want to play Divination so we get more draw. And let's build up the Frost. We're going to take 10 damage, and we're going to get double damage the next time we take hits. I don't think I'm going to play the Pierce, but I will play... Well, let's see, we do have mana boost. He has no shield. Do we just do 8 damage right now? It's very tempting. I think I'm going to save my mana, though. It's only 8 damage, and I want to be able to kind of chain Frostbites. This is really good, so 2 Predicts means we're going to have a lot of mana boost for a while. We have a lot of growth building up. The growth, again, is our maximum mana. And I think we just stack a lot of Frostbite, even using all of our mana to do it, so that it's really easy to Frostbite him again, or freeze him again next turn. And if we get our, if we get our Pierce Plus, we're going to be really happy. Just keep stacking that up. We can get more wits again, and then big hit for 24, and then we'll hit him another 10. Now, next turn he probably won't be frozen, but he's only doing shock to us. That's not bad. Continue to get Predict rolling. It's very unlikely we can actually hit his Frost this turn. We'll play Icy Concentration. I think... I'm going to think here. Do I want to Brainstorm? What could I draw? Chill and Ice Blasts. I think I'm going to wait I'm gonna get a lot more I keep saying ember. A lot more mana this turn. So I mean, we're at 16 mana here. We can continue to increase his frost. Ice Blast plus chill should get us there. The only issue is that we have the bad, not the bad, but the less good piercing. I'm gonna continue to stack, so he'll be 13 towards his next level of. Oh my gosh, we need a lot of frost to get him to freeze here. Play this. Predict. The problem is we're taking double damage. And I don't think there is a good way for us to prevent that. But he's almost dead. That's the good news. He's almost dead. We're going to take 22 damage. Oh no, we only took 11. Okay, that's not bad. So if we can frost him this turn, which is kind of a tough call, we could kill him. Let's brainstorm to see what we get. Chilling Focus. Do we have enough between these two? I think we do. Oh, this just kills him. There we go. So, man, we only took 11 damage. That's not bad. It was a much tougher fight. And this is the chance to remove. So let's choose a card first. Frost Fracture. Deal 20 damage to any enemy. Guaranteed crits. Whoa, on frozen targets. That's really good. This is the one we just added as Flash Freeze. Apply 10 frost to an enemy. If it's frozen, give it 2 frostbite. So frostbite's a really good effect. It does 3 damage per turn, and it gains an additional 3 frost per turn as long as you have frostbite. So that's a really good one. But I really like this idea. Guaranteed crit on frozen targets. That's a good payoff for our upgrades. Could we upgrade it immediately? Only 25 damage. I really like upgrading either predicts. Let's see, what does Brainstorm do? Draws 3. Icy Concentration would give us more mana. I think we want to upgrade the predicts. Getting more mana boost, getting more growth seems really good. Just kind of powering that up. And then what do we want to remove? I mean, this is a good payoff spell. I almost wonder if we remove a Pierce, but maybe we remove a bad predict. Alright. Let's keep going. How do we want to roll here? I want to get this another elite. I think we have a really, really powerful deck right now. Okay, so we can do Chilling Focus to start. We have a lot of damage coming in. We have to decide what we want to do here. I think we take the 7 and we freeze these two gentlemen. This and this. And we already have wits, so I'm not going to stress about playing divination yet. Because we need some mana to be able to kill things. So okay, so we can do Predict Plus. If we chill him, we can actually immediately kill him. Big fan of that. Let's play this. We have enough mana to do it. And that just auto hits. Okay, so it gives you 50% extra damage. I wasn't sure what crit does, but makes a lot of sense. And then I don't think we want... Yeah, we don't want to draw Pierce Plus here. Let's just keep our mana for next turn. We got 2 Leech, huh? There's a lot of damage coming in here. Chilling Focus. Predict. So Icy Blast is just not going to do enough to freeze one of them yet. We're just going to have to absorb the damage. We can remove some shield. Oh, we're 3 damage off. That's crazy. Okay. We should at least do this. Then we can Icy Blast, Pierce Plus, and Divination. 3 damage off, huh? Yeah. Took a lot of damage there. More than from the mini-boss, actually. Let's keep building up. Chilling Focus. We're super close to getting this guy. We could freeze him, but then we can't play Fracture. I think we just Ice Blast you. me think. If I draw 2, it's a regular Pierce. I think we just have to freeze this guy. Oh, we can kill him though. Oh man. If we brainstorm, we could get chill, which means with 2, we would still not have enough. Well, I think we just kill this guy. And that's it. It's not quite enough mana. Crazy, crazy. Alright, but we can kill this guy pretty easily now. We just have to freeze him. And then pierce him. Does a lot. And we have enough wits. Let's just hit him for another 10. And now any damage spell will kill him. There we go. Ice Blast. Okay, so we're still taking a little bit of damage. One thing to note too is you'll notice that like part of my health bar is kind of like lighter colored. That means that that's how much I can heal up to. So at a certain point, you actually cannot heal to full. We don't have any healing cards, but if we did, interesting. Discard 3. If you do, draw 4. Okay. So if we have a hand we don't like, we can always play that. So Mana Blossom is really good. Mana Blossom is really good. This gains 2 mana boost and wits. Although I think I'm just gonna take another Chilling Focus. These Chilling Focuses are really good to just get like easy mana out and get frost out. So I said our deck was really good, and now I don't know if that's true. Predict. Does this only adds 8? What does this affect? Reduce all status effects from attacks by 2. Well, dang. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit slower going, trying to build them up. I could go for this. My Chilling Focuses don't do any frost to him, which is a little unfortunate. I think I'm just going to hit, and then we'll just wait it out till next turn. We are frozen, so we cannot do anything. He's just going to hit us. And, okay, so Chilling Focus, Predict. We can Ice Blast him again. Let's get Divination out. Yeah, we just hit him. It's unfortunate we don't have a Pierce Plus, but it's fine. There's our Pierce Plus. Predict. Chill is going to add 16. Not quite enough. Man, this guy is just wailing on us. I think I'm going to discard. Let's discard 1, 2, 3. Draw 4. Can we kill him? We currently cannot. But we can hit him for a lot. And then we get hit a lot. But we should be able to kill him this turn. But wow, we took a lot of damage here. Took a lot of damage. Alright, well that was scary. Whew. Okay, Mind Shield. Yeah, we need... Oh no, Icy Cure. Icy Cure is great. So Icy Cure, you gain 6 shield and restore 6 health, and then you freeze yourself. But it's usually fine. You play it at the end of the turn. It's only 1 mana to play. And that's a way we can actually heal up and get shield. So that's something we direly need. We have no way to get shield otherwise right now. So Predict, Chilling Focus. I would like to prevent these 2 guys from hitting us. We can also smack him up pretty good and then freeze him. He's going to gain some shield and give us some leech. That seems fine. Chilling Focus. So if we chill, Icy Concentration, and then Fracture, we'll hit him for 30. That seems pretty good. Or we could just... Well, no. Yeah, we gotta do it like that. So we gotta chill, Icy Concentration, Frost Fracture, and then we'll just wait. We're gonna get a little bit of poison damage as well. Oh no, Arcane, that's right, Arcane. So Arcane is that when it fills, you take 10 damage and you lose some of your buffs. Which is not so great. We will be able to heal here and get some armor. We could kill... Actually, we can kill this guy. Remove his shield. Let's Magic Blast him. We can freeze this guy so we take no damage, and then Icy Cure. Heals us a bit. And the other thing, too, that's nice about Icy Cure is that it's a self-freeze, so we get to pick when we do it, and it still makes our bar go up. So the next time if somebody else is trying to freeze us, makes it harder for them. Chill is not going to get us there right now. Let's Divination, play this. This will kill you. And we just Pierce Plus and prep another Frost. So far, so good. Play this, play this. This will trigger it. This as well, and then we should just finish him off. So that was a great battle. We actually gained some HP there. And we're almost to enough energy to get another card. Channel Blast is kind of interesting. So Channel Blast, the idea is that you hold it, and every turn you hold it, it increases in damage. That could be a pretty good finisher. Brainstorm, again, I think we take this Channel Blast and we just kind of hold it and then play it at the end. You can loot a cache here. You need 5 skill cards. This is a conditional option. It is visible because your deck contains enough of the required cards. You are playing a certain character or another conditions are unlocked. Options are often better. Okay, great. We can attack while they're disorganized. Ambush. 50% chance of receiving critical damage. Seems good. Okay, so we have all the Ember, or not Ember, mana. We just need things to play. So we can freeze and kill something immediately. I think that is a U. You're doing the most damage. Just kill him off immediately. And we're going to take 3 damage, but on the other hand, we can heal this back. We have Icy Cure. In fact, it's here now. Let's go Ice Blast onto you. Icy Concentration. Pierce to kill him off. Divination, Icy Cure. And we're already back to 53. So as long as we can... Yeah, we can. We can absolutely freeze him. Let's remove his armor. It's not much armor, but we might as well remove it. This should... Oh, super close. 1 damage will kill him. 1 damage should be pretty easy. There we go. Pierce. Great, so we actually gained health again. And we have enough energy to equip... Whoa, okay. Applying Frost will fill... This is now... If we get frosted, we have to get a lot more frost to make it work. Another Icy Concentration. I think a Mind Shield's fine. We need, again, more ways to protect ourselves. We can rest. And we get an additional bonus. That's another thing I didn't mention. So you can rest throughout, rather than like picking rests as nodes. You get rests that you can just use whenever. Gain significant item energy. Gain a temporary buff. Let's gain a temporary buff. Tough is great. So tough means that we'll take less damage and less status effects from the boss. Yeah, decreased damage taken and status effects received by 30%. That's great. So we can go Chilling Focus. I think we Icy Blast, and then we leave it like that for now. I don't really want to Brainstorm immediately. So he's going to summon minions. That's his thing right now. And, okay, so we want Predict. So this becomes interesting. We could kill off one of these guys immediately, which seems pretty good, and then damage the other. We're going to take a lot of damage, though. We could also discard a couple things. I think we absolutely want to play that, though. No, I think we don't discard. I think we just go all in here. So we go Icy Blast, Icy Concentration, Pierce, and smack this guy. Okay. Now they are more powerful, which is not great for us. We can Predict, Chilling Focus. Let's get a Mind Shield. Wits, and then heal ourselves up. Okay. So they've got armor, we've got armor. Oh, he actually healed. I thought he was gaining armor. Okay, Chilling Focus. Predict. I would really like to just smack this guy a bunch, so we're going to do that. We're going to go Chill. Pierce. Fracture. And I'm not going to play Brainstorm here when we have so little mana left. Take 7 damage. Okay. This is all going totally fine. Play that. Play Predict. Would like to get some extra shield here. I think we just freeze this guy. Magic Blast him as well. He'll die pretty quickly. Ouch. That's an ouch. Okay. Chilling Focus. I think we just Pierce Plus and then Icy Cure. Because, I mean, we can freeze him, but... Yeah, I think we just do this and Icy... Yeah. He's going to summon more minions, unfortunately. Wow, he's doing a lot of damage. So we need to freeze something. So Chilling Focus. We can kill one immediately, I think. Yeah, it's just, okay. So we go that. Play this. Pierce him down. We can draw 2 here. We can also almost kill this guy immediately. So we'll take 17 damage, but we are preventing a lot of damage, and we've almost killed off the minions again. 1 hit will kill it with basically any spell. Pierce Plus, Chill, and Divination. So next turn we'll be able to freeze him. He's probably gonna try to summon minions. I know he's gonna buff himself again. Alright, let's stop that. This is 24 damage, that's a lot. Chilling Focus does not quite trigger it. Let's go Icy Blast. And this is now 24 damage. I think we just take that. And then we have Wits. Let's just start prepping his next Frost. We only have to get 16. So, Chilling Focus, Predict, get some more Ember, or mana, gosh. Games, too many games. I mean, this is 32 damage right now. Yeah, let's just do it. 32 damage, and we'll take more Wits. It's going to hit us for a lot, but again, he's the final boss. So as soon as we kill him, we're done. Any damage, and that's it. So, okay, we beat our first run. Again, it's a kind of smaller run because only the first area is currently available in the early access, but hopefully that gives you a good idea about how each run's going to go. Wow, we got a lot of XP here. Hey, we're leveled up. New passive. We get plus 200 Aether. So we're actually getting enough to unlock some cards. And gain growth on enemy freeze plus 2. Growth gain on enemy. Interesting. So if we freeze an enemy now, we get growth. Let me look at that. We can just look at the character really quick. Gain growth. Wow, that's actually really good. We gain growth whenever we trigger a status. That's fantastic. That's a maximum mana is growth. So then, okay, so let's talk about the meta stuff. So we can first open a card pack because we got 500 Aether. Cool. So these are our new cards we can now take. Ooh. Apply 12 Arcane to every frozen enemy. Wow. That's interesting. The target will take 10 damage and reduce the rank of their buffs by 1. So it's kind of a way to just kind of deal mass damage, but it's also a way, if you can like freeze the entire, all the enemies in the fight, then you could immediately give them all Arcane and reduce their buffs, which is kind of cool. Blessed Strike. Okay, it's a strike that reduces your debuffs, and Vampiric Strike. This would be really good with Might. Might is like strength, it adds extra damage, so you would get, 4x2, 5x2, 6x2, depending on how much might you have. Lose 6 health, deal 6 damage to the first enemy, and it life steals. So you heal back exactly the damage done, but you could in the end heal more if you have might as well. Okay, so we can't open any more card packs. That's the first thing. So you can open card packs. The next is there's a quest board. So every time you win a boss fight here, or if we win enough boss fights, we can unlock stuff. This is like Hearthstone, right? So Hearthstone also has like quests. You can unlock more quests by paying money, and you can be doing 2, 3, 4, 5 quests at a time. This is quite cool, so it's another way to earn rewards. There's a market, which I have not been able to do yet because I hadn't had enough. But then you could purchase an item before you start each run. So if you want to start the run with an item, you just upgrade this, and then it unlocks another item slot, I think. So then you would have up to 5 market slots, and these are items that you could buy before you start your run. And then there's this meta progression. So you have, you can increase the number of rewards presented up to maximum of 3. So right now we just get 1, and we have to take the 1 we get, but if we upgrade this, we could get a second one. Aether boosts, your run begins with extra energy towards getting artifacts. You can have additional rests. This is the one that's currently recommended. Or we can have a little bit of regen after every fight. The other thing we could spend money on is unlocking new characters. So you can see we have the 5 other characters. If we want to unlock them, we have to pay money. So I think what we're going to do is we'll unlock this character for the next turn. Or for the next video. And I like the idea of getting an option for a choice between upgrades here. Oh wow, 10,000. So that's going to be a while. So this is the first one. And again, what I want to mention is we'll be doing at least 5 episodes of this before the stream next week. And then in the Friday Superstream, a week from today, on June 11th, I will be giving out 3 additional keys. So if you're interested in playing and would like to have a chance to win a free key, you need to join on Twitch at twitch.tv/never_Nathaniel. The link is also in the description of this video. And then, yeah, you can just, as long as you're in the stream, you'll have a chance to join the giveaway, and you can have a chance to win a free key. Thanks again to the developers, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.